Guys, it's Oddix Cards Gaming here, and we just had our locals here, Gamers World, third one ever. That's Alan in the background, and we have our winner today, our locals. He went 3-0. And what deck were you playing?
So I was playing, I guess we'll call it ChaosGallentmon Zwart. The one that's like, plays Mega Digimon Fusion to get out Zwart and get a whole lot of advantage. So purple ChaosGallentmon was playing today.
And what's your name?
So my name's Niall.
Nice to meet you, Niall.
Nice to meet you.
We'll get into the deck profile,
Go,
yeah?
we'll go. So we'll start with the eggs, I suppose. So we're playing 4 of the Demi Merrimon, fairly standard for purple. It's the best one. On the leash, draw 1, trash 1, and just have a 5th one. Bring Pagumon. I suppose that slot could be anything else. You on the leash, trash 2 cards. So it kind of works with wanting to get your trash set up. So for rookies, we're playing 2 Gazimon. Gazimon didn't really come up today, but stops memory gain pretty good. We're playing 3 Candlemon then, just to have a 2-drop. I think Candlemon personally is cuter than Devimon, so I choose him over Devimon.
Oh, okay.
But they're the same. They have the same stats, same cost. Then to have some delete targets, we're gonna have 3 of the Tapermon on the leash. So draw 1, and then I only run 3 Gilmon. So on delete, gain 1 memory. So on delete by card effects.
Yeah.
This can be on delete by battle as well.
Yeah.
So those are our rookies. I played just 11 rookies because I just needed the space for other things.
Oh, how'd you find the bricking? Any bricking? Or?
There was no bricking. Oftentimes, I think I would have just maybe have played 1 more over one other card. I think there's a spot where you could have just dropped it, and it was specifically this Vilemon. Just have more blockers to bring back with Zwart if I needed to.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
So then I just played 2 of the Retaliation Devimon. Retaliation never came up, but he's pretty cool. He's on the board. He can threaten when your opponent brings out a big Digimon. And then 4 of Merrimon. He's 1 cost to evolve, so it's pretty standard for purple.
Yeah.
And then 4 of the blocker Devimon. Again, same thing. You don't really mind evolving onto him because you have Zwart that could bring it back later in the game. Again, 1 cost to evolve. So that's my champion lineup. That is 11 as well. And again, you probably cut this for a rookie instead.
You could, yeah. Down to your preference.
So into the level 5.
I like how everyone's just gone quiet.
So we have 4 Blackroar Growlmon. Pretty much for this deck, the best one. There's an argument whether between Blackroar Growl or Lady Debbie who's the best ultimate for purple. But this one, Digiburst 3, you can get back a level 3 from the trash. And then the inheritable effect also comes in where you can delete another Digimon to unsuspend the Digimon.
That'd be the Gilmon one, wouldn't it?
You usually want to go for Gilmon. You could go for Tapermon as well, but it's literally once you have another target, and it synergizes with ChaosGallentmon anyway. As you'll see in a minute, what his effect can do. So that is that one, and then I also just play 3 of Skull Merrimon. He's just 2 cost to evolve, fairly cheap, and he's a 5 cost to play, which came in once earlier today. If you brick, it's not that expensive. But when you have to drop it down turn 1, it does feel.
I know how you feel. how you feel.
And then our last ultimates, I have to shout out to Karina for loaning me these Chimeramon today. I have Chimeramons at home. I wasn't expecting to play this deck today because I pulled the final Zwart that I need to play the deck. So a bit of a scramble before locals to get it together. So shout out Karina for this one. Chimeramon on play. So play cost of 7 is pretty hefty, but on play you can delete one of your other Digimon and delete a level 5 or lower opposing Digimon. Came in a few times today where someone just left the level 5 and I dropped the Chimeramon to get rid of it. So that's the ultimate lineup. So that's 9. The Chimeramon, I didn't often evolve on top of it. I did it once and it felt bad. You want to play him either off of his own or you want to play him off of Zwart.
Yeah, I was going to say, Zwart would be have a Gilmon with Zwart and then drop off and then pop.
So then we'll go into our level 6s. So this is where, again, space is a little tight. So only have 3 ChaosGallentmon. So we played 3 ChaosGallentmon. This is where the flex spots you could change up your ratios. I didn't find that I needed
A fourth.
a fourth one, but it
Yeah.
could come in. So ChaosGallentmon, when evolving, you can delete one of your other Digimon, delete a level 5 or lower. It's the same effect as Chimeramon, but he's a 4 cost to evolve, and it's when Digivolving. And then his other effect is you bring back a level 3 or lower when you delete one of your other Digimon. That comes up with when you pair him with this quite a lot. It allows you to just do the restand and attack thing fairly often. And then my other level 6 was Tactimon. I slept on Tactimon myself for a while when the set was released, and actually having it and playing it, he's really good. So 3 costs to evolve, 11k, but he has 3 effects. When attacking, you can either gain a memory, give him plus 2000 DP, or you can delete up to 3 of your opposing level 3 Digimon. The last effect didn't come up at all today.
Yeah.
So when he's the only Digimon you control, you can activate all 3 of the effects. You can use when attacking the resolving rules to actually swing with him. If you have this underneath, delete something else, unsuspend him, and then you can trigger his effect to get all 3 of them. And the effect isn't like once per turn. So if you have 2 swings, you can do it again. So you can gain 2 memory and bring him up to 14k. Like he really came in a lot today. Now I have to say, he's probably one of my more favorite megas. So that's the mega lineup, and then of course we have 3 copies of Zwart. So this is pretty much the focus that you want to get to deck to. Similar to what the Lilithmon Luke deck wants to do, you just want to be able to play Zwart for free as much as possible, or evolve him for a cost of 6. So when evolving, trash the top 3 cards, then you play from your trash purple or black Digimon with play costs of 8 or less. So you can swarm the field with Zwart fairly easily. The when attacking effect comes in a few times where you bounce back the level 6 source, and you can delete an unsuspended 12 cost or less Digimon. Once or twice today. It gets your Digimon, your level 6 back.
Gets rid of blockers too.
Yeah. So definitely the best card in the deck.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the entire focus of the deck.
Yeah. Mills Tree fills up your grave.
Fills up the grave, gets you back.
Yeah.
Gets you back.
Like, 2 bodies.
Like the last round there, I did the Zwart combo twice on different turns, and I had like 6 Digimon on the field, 3 blockers to save me with my 1 security left. So then for tamers, I have a little bit of an extended tamer lineup. So 2 Matashita.
Yep.
This is your memory tamer. Matt is kind of one of those ones where I could cut into 1, but I felt more comfortable with 2 to actually just see it, whether that's coming out of security or playing it from my hand. So on play gets you a purple Digimon or a purple option back. That game comes in all the time with purple.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
then he sets your memory to 3.
Yeah. You don't want to mill him as well.
You don't want to mill him. No, you kind of want to see him either out of security or to draw.
I think a 2 cost would be two of those would be good.
I think I found 2 is fine. I've seen people play 1, and that's also fine too. But you're banking on drawing or coming out of the security for sure. In conjunction with Matt, you have Tai and Matt, which together, if your opponent has a level 6 Digimon, guarantees you 5 memory every turn. So this, if your opponent has a level 6 Digimon at the start of the turn, you can gain 2 memory. So you just activate Matt first, go to 3, Tai and Matt to gain 2, start in 5, and then this gives Digimon with Omnimon in their name an extra security attack. So obviously this guy gets
the amount of times where people forget that it's any Omnimon.
If you stack him with your Chaos, with your Blackwork Realmon beneath it, that's 4 security checks.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
And likely because he's 15k, he's going to survive. And then last tamer was Takumi Aiba. Just for the accelerated draw. There's something to be said about whether if you wanted to not play the second match, you could play another Takumi, but I didn't find I needed this anymore.
No.
If you're, if you feel that, you're seeing more Rookie Rush, play this over the Man Tide. It's literally, you just need a white tamer for the option cards.
Yeah.
So there's the tamers, and then just finally our option cards. Mega Digimon Fusion, probably the second best cards in the deck. Lets you Digivolve into your level. If you would Digivolve into level 7, it reduces the cost by 6. So essentially, the cost is going to be 0. Because we don't have a 7 cost 1 for quite a while. So this makes Zwart free. The downside, obviously, is that the level 7 gets put to the bottom of the deck at the end of the turn. But you're going to get so much advantage out of Zwart.
Yeah, you're more likely going to be getting rid of a field.
You're either building a field that you can use to take advantage of an opponent's board state or protect yourself. or you're going for the lethal play.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like you said, like when you swing with the Omnimon.
when you swing with the Onimon, yeah, like you're gonna get so much advantage out of this anyway. It doesn't matter if it's gonna go back to the bottom of the deck, and you're playing 3 Zwart, so you're either gonna likely draw into it at some point, or you've already got it in hand. Yeah, you're trying to achieve a similar thing to what Lilith Loop is doing. You're just playing Zwart for free as often as possible. So play 2 of those. I didn't find I needed any more because this adds itself to the hand
Yeah.
in security. So if you see it in security, you're getting it for free basically. Then I also had just 2 Hellsgate. This is where I guess you don't see many of these kind of lists playing optioning cards like this. I love Hellsgate personally, so you can delete a level 6 or higher Digimon. Comes in all the time because that's what you want to do in this game mostly. You know, you want to evolve into your level 6s and higher. So this just deletes things, and then also this ran 1 copy of Deathclaw. You can delete one of your other Digimon to delete a level 4 or lower. This is generally there to try and get rid of blockers for the most part, or to leave your opponent in a state where they have a clear board and they have to build up their stack again. So that is everything. Thanks very much, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. What rounds? What were you played against?
Okay, so round 1 I played against Black Digiburst, so the Metal Garurumon Black Digiburst that had been running around. That was 2-0 for fairly swift one. And round 2 I played against Digimon DX, and that was also a 2-0, a very close 2-0 though. And then round 3 it was Blue Garurumon Tribal, and that went 2-1. I lost the first game, and obviously I won the next 2 games. That was quite tough, I have to say, but I had the Mega Digimon Fusion combo twice.
Nice.
So did it 1 turn, built my board, did it again the next turn, and that gave me the victory.
Well, thanks, Niall, for the deck list. Hope to see you again next locals and
Yeah,
win some more.
We'll see you soon.
Right, see you guys.